Everything changed in the Tournament of Power. The fate of Universe 7 hung by a thread as Super Saiyan Blue Goku battled the unstoppable Jiren. Despite his incredible transformation, Goku seemed powerless against his opponent's overwhelming might. In a desperate gambit, Goku began gathering energy for a spirit bomb, hoping to end the fight once and for all. The other fighters rallied to his cause, channeling their remaining energy into Goku's ultimate technique. The massive spirit bomb took form, crackling with the combined power of Universe 7's greatest warriors. With a mighty roar, Goku hurled the devastating attack directly at Jiren. But Jiren was not so easily defeated. With incredible power, he seized control of the spirit bomb itself and redirected it back toward Goku. The energy sphere engulfed our hero completely. Everyone expected Ultra Instinct to awaken and save him as it had before, but this time, nothing happened. This is where our story diverges from everything you know. Whis asked Beerus urgently, "Where did Goku go? What happened to him?" Beerus replied gravely, "It's hard to say. Goku didn't die, but he's not here either. I don't know what occurred inside that explosion." With Goku's sudden disappearance, Universe 7's chances of winning the Tournament of Power became virtually impossible. Vegeta, Gohan, and Frieza fought with everything they had, giving their absolute all, but even these powerful warriors couldn't overcome an opponent like Jiren without Goku. Universe 7 lost. The Grand Priest erased them all. Universe 11 won the Tournament of Power. But this wasn't the end. This was only the beginning of an impossible journey through the time itself. The scene shifted to Planet Vegeta, where Bardock and Jean were preparing to send their infant son Kakarot to planet Earth. The invasion was coming, and they needed to save at least one of their children. Just as they finalized the preparations, something extraordinary happened. The baby's eyes suddenly opened. Goku spoke, his infant voice carrying the wisdom of his adult self. "Where is this place? Where am I? Is this a spaceship? And who are these people? One of them looks just like Raditz." Bardock and Jean were discussing their difficult decision. Jean said with emotion, "Think about this one more time, Bardock. Our son hasn't even learned to speak yet. Is it really right to send him away?" Bardock replied firmly, "We can't be emotional about this, Jean. This is necessary for our son's survival. And if my hunch is wrong, we'll go to Earth and bring Kakarot back." Slowly, understanding dawned on Goku. The explosion from the spirit bomb had caused something impossible. He had been reborn with all his memories and powers intact, and these people weren't strangers. They were his parents. Goku tried desperately to communicate with Bardock and Jean, but his voice couldn't escape the spaceship. His words weren't reaching them at all. Jean suddenly paused. "Bardock, don't you feel like someone is trying to tell us something?" Bardock responded, "This isn't the time for such thoughts, Jean. We need to send Kakarot away now." Finally, the spaceship began to take off, but Goku wasn't about to let this happen. He powered up and destroyed the spaceship completely, emerging from the wreckage as Bardock and Jean watched in absolute shock. How could their tiny baby possess such incredible power? Goku stepped forward and spoke, "So you're my parents." Bardock and Jean couldn't believe what they were hearing. Their infant son was speaking in complete sentences. Bardock stammered, "Kakarot, you can talk, but how is this possible?" Goku tried to explain, "I'm your son, but I'm also grown up. I'm small. I'm still small. It's complicated to explain." Obviously, Bardock and Gina couldn't comprehend what was happening. To test if his powers had returned along with his memories, Goku attempted to transform into a Super Saiyan. Golden energy erupted around him as his hair turned blonde and his eyes became teal. He had done it. He was a Super Saiyan. Bardock and Jean were struck with shock after shock. Bardock asked in disbelief, "What kind of transformation is this? Is this the legendary Super Saiyan form? But my son is supposed to be a low-class warrior. How is this possible? What's happening?" The implications were staggering. A low-class Saiyan child had just transformed into the legendary Super Saiyan, something that hadn't been seen in 1,000 years. Meanwhile, aboard Frieza's ship, all the scouters tracking Saiyan power levels had suddenly exploded. The readings had gone completely off the scale before the devices were destroyed. A soldier reported nervously, "Lord Frieza, you should check your own scouter." Frieza activated his advanced scooter. The numbers climbed higher and higher, reading an impossible power level before it too exploded in his hand. Frieza's expression turned dark. Could this reading be the legendary Super Saiyan? Back on Planet Vegeta, Goku returned to his base form and addressed Bardock urgently. "Father, Frieza is going to destroy this planet soon. Before he can do that, we need to stop him." Bardock replied, "So my instinct was right, but how can we stop him? He's far too powerful. That's exactly why we were sending you away." Goku smiled confidently. "Don't worry, father. I've defeated Frieza many times in the future. I can beat him again." Together, Goku, Bardock, and Gene headed toward Frieza's location. Bardock entered first to confront the tyrant. "Frieza," Bardock declared, "I knew you would do something like this. We Saiyans have always followed your orders, always done your work. And this is how you repay us? You want to eliminate all of us?" Frieza replied coldly, "Oh, so you've discovered my plan. Before you can interfere, I'll eliminate you all. Prepare to die, monkeys." Frieza ascended into space and began forming a massive energy sphere, a planet-destroying attack aimed at Planet Vegeta. Some Saiyans were still on other planets, but most were here. This would eliminate the threat they posed to his empire. "You Saiyans could have become a danger to me later," Frieza announced. "So your deaths are necessary. I was going to give you a little more time, but now that you know my plan, you'll die right now, you filthy monkeys." Bardock pleaded desperately, "Don't do this, Frieza. You'll destroy our entire race." But Frieza wasn't listening. He unleashed his devastating attack toward Planet Vegeta. The tyrant laughed maniacally, certain that all the Saiyans would be eliminated. But just before the blast could hit the planet's surface, it vanished completely. Frieza couldn't understand how any Saiyan could be powerful enough to stop his attack. Goku appeared before Frieza and stated calmly, "I did that." Frieza looked down at the small Saiyan child. "Who are you, little monkey?" Frieza commanded his soldiers to attack Goku. Though the soldiers were terrified by the power reading they had witnessed, they had no choice but to follow orders. They charged at Goku, who stood perfectly still. Without even appearing to move, Goku defeated all of Frieza's soldiers instantly. Even Frieza hadn't seen Goku move. It was as if time had skipped, and suddenly all his men were unconscious on the ground. Goku declared, "Prepare to die, Frieza." Frieza couldn't believe a small child had just eliminated his elite forces in the blink of an eye. Bardock called out, "Do you understand now, Frieza? The person you feared most has come to end you. You should have destroyed this planet earlier. Now you'll pay for your crimes." Frieza scoffed, "Don't be a fool, Saiyan. Nothing like that is going to happen. You think a small child can defeat me? Never." Goku responded, "The fool here is you, Frieza. I've beaten you many times in the future, and I'll beat you again today." Frieza laughed. "It seems you've gone insane. What can you expect from a child? How can you know about a future that hasn't happened yet?" Goku explained, "It's complicated to explain, and you wouldn't understand anyway. Just know this, you're going to die today. I came from the future. You destroyed this planet in my timeline, but that won't happen this time. This time, I'm changing this planet's destiny. This time, the Saiyans will survive, and you will die." Hearing all this, Frieza became increasingly agitated. He sent his two most powerful warriors, Dodoria and Zarbon, to attack Goku. But Goku defeated them both almost effortlessly, knocking them down without breaking a sweat. Dodoria and Zarbon fell from the sky as the Saiyans on the planet watched in amazement. Frieza's most powerful warriors had been defeated by this mysterious child. The Saiyans began to wonder among themselves, could this person be their savior? Could he actually save them from Frieza? Frieza stood frozen, watching the spectacle in disbelief. His two strongest warriors had been eliminated in an instant. He thought to himself, "I must eliminate this threat. I have to admit, this small child has incredible power. He could become a problem for me later. He must die now." Frieza powered down to his true form, his most powerful state. Goku smiled. "This is what I was waiting for." Goku also increased his power, transforming into Super Saiyan once more. Frieza had never seen such a transformation from any Saiyan. He wondered if this was indeed the legendary Super Saiyan form. Goku taunted, "The fear on your face looks good on you, Frieza. You never thought the Saiyans you considered insects would one day make you tremble, did you? This is your nightmare come to life." For Frieza, this was indeed a living nightmare. He had no choice but to fight. Frieza launched an energy blast at Goku, who deflected it easily. Frieza rushed forward to attack, but Goku vanished from his position. When Frieza looked behind him, Goku had already charged a Kamehameha wave. The blast struck Frieza directly, and the tyrant was eliminated. On Planet Vegeta, a Saiyan soldier rushed to inform King Vegeta, "Your Majesty, a Saiyan has defeated Frieza." King Vegeta stood stunned. "What did you say? A Saiyan defeated Frieza? Bring him to me immediately." Bardock and Goku appeared before King Vegeta. Bardock spoke, "You summoned us, Your Majesty." King Vegeta asked in disbelief, "Is this really true, Bardock? Has Frieza truly been eliminated?" Bardock confirmed, "Absolutely, he's dead and we're finally free." King Vegeta could hardly believe it, but the evidence was undeniable. He asked, "But how? How did you do it, Bardock?" Bardock explained, "I didn't do it, Your Majesty. My son Kakarot did." King Vegeta exclaimed, "But how is this possible? Your son was a low-class warrior." Goku explained about being reborn with his memories and powers. Obviously, all the Saiyans were confused, but they had to accept it. After all, Goku knew everything, and a small child had just eliminated Frieza. The evidence spoke for itself. Meanwhile, on another planet, Vegeta, Raditz, Nappa, and the other Saiyans on missions were informed that Frieza had been killed, and they should return to Planet Vegeta immediately. Back on the home planet, Goku demonstrated the Super Saiyan transformation to all the Saiyans. Everyone was surprised, but King Vegeta felt a pang of jealousy. A low-class warrior was more powerful than even his own son. Elsewhere, King Cold was informed that his son Frieza had been killed by a Saiyan. Obviously, King Cold didn't believe it at first. According to him, no Saiyan could be powerful enough to eliminate Frieza. "Stop your nonsense," King Cold declared. "My Frieza cannot be killed. No being is more powerful than him. Prepare to travel to Planet Vegeta." On King Vegeta's orders, Vegeta, Nappa, Raditz, and the other Saiyans who had been on distant planets returned home. King Vegeta greeted them and made an important announcement. "I have something important to tell you all. After me, the next king of this planet will be Bardock's son, Kakarot." Vegeta and Raditz noticed Goku for the first time. Vegeta spoke dismissively. "What is this low-class Saiyan doing here? He shouldn't be standing among the elite." King Vegeta replied, "You're wrong, my son. This is the Saiyan who defeated Frieza and saved us all. He will become the next king after me, Kakarot." Raditz was surprised that his younger brother would become king. He felt proud of his brother and family, thinking about the royal life ahead. Goku addressed Raditz, "Brother, how are you? I've met you in the future, but the situation was quite different then." Raditz was confused. "What are you saying, Kakarot? I don't understand at all." Goku sighed. "Oh man, how do I explain this to everyone? Just understand this much for now. When the time comes, you'll understand everything." Vegeta protested, "Father, how can he become king? I'm your son. A king's son should become king. You can't do this to me. He cannot become king." King Vegeta explained, "This decision isn't mine alone, my son. All the Saiyans want this. Everyone wants Kakarot to be made king because he saved all their lives." Reluctantly, Vegeta had to accept that Goku would become the next king of Planet Vegeta. Suddenly, Goku sensed a powerful energy approaching the planet. He announced, "Someone very powerful is heading toward our planet. This energy is quite similar to Frieza's. Father and I will go check who it is." Not far from the planet, King Cold's spaceship arrived. He was surprised to see a small child standing before him. He had expected King Vegeta to greet him, but instead there was just this young Saiyan. Bardock spoke, "Kakarot, this is King Cold. He's Frieza's father. He ruled over us before Frieza. His nature is just like his son's." Goku replied, "I see. That's why his energy felt similar to Frieza's. He must be coming to check on Frieza. I didn't get the chance to fight him in the future because Trunks eliminated him before I arrived." King Cold demanded, "Who are you two? I have business with King Vegeta." Goku answered, "He sent us to welcome you, but let me tell you up front, my way of welcoming is a bit different. I'll give you a chance. Surrender, apologize to all the Saiyans, and leave this place. Otherwise, I'll send you to join your son." King Cold's expression darkened. "What do you mean? Where is my son? Where is Frieza?" Bardock stated bluntly. Your son has been killed. This very son of mine eliminated your son. King Cold realized his son Frieza had truly been killed. Rage consumed him. He thought, this small Saiyan killed my Frieza. I won't spare him. I'll kill him and avenge my son's death. The scene shifted to Lord Beerus's planet. Whis spoke. Lord Beerus, did you feel that? It seems some mortal has acquired god-level power. Beerus replied. What do you mean, Whis? Which Saiyan has god-level power? Whis explained. It's a Saiyan, my lord, from Planet Vegeta. Hearing Planet Vegeta's name, Beerus remembered something. Planet Vegeta? I told Frieza to destroy that planet. Did he not do it? Whis informed him, well, my lord, Frieza has been killed. The same Saiyan who possesses god-level power eliminated him. Beerus pondered, a Saiyan with god-level power who also killed Frieza? This is quite strange. It seems I need to visit that planet. First, I'll eliminate this Saiyan, and then I'll destroy the entire planet. Whis responded, as you wish, my lord. It will take just a few hours to reach Planet Vegeta. Let us go. Back on Planet Vegeta, King Cold finally made up his mind to fight Goku. He powered up and transformed into his final form. Goku wasn't particularly concerned since this form's power was less than Frieza's maximum strength. Goku remarked, your power is less than your son's, yet you came to avenge his death against the person who killed him. I've never seen a bigger fool. Anyway, I need to end this fight quickly, so let me show you a power-up too. Goku transformed into Super Saiyan. The other Saiyans on the planet began talking among themselves again. Who is this Saiyan? Where did he come from? What is this legendary transformation he achieved so easily? Even the royal family doesn't have anyone this powerful there. King Vegeta and the others watched, realizing that King Cold would soon meet his end. They were secretly happy that both King Cold and Frieza, who had ruled over the Saiyans for so many years, would finally be eliminated by one of their own, though King Vegeta wished it had been his son Vegeta standing there instead. Prince Vegeta also came outside and observed, so this is the Super Saiyan transformation. Meanwhile, in the realm of the Grand Priest, a conversation was taking place. Grand Priest spoke. Just as you thought, Lord Zeno, Saiyan Goku is changing the destiny of the entire universe. Zeno responded, so my decision was correct. Because of the spirit bomb, Goku thinks this all happened suddenly, but he doesn't know I made this happen. Grand Priest asked, should we tell Goku about all this? Zeno replied, there's no need for that, Grand Priest. We'll certainly tell him when the time comes. For now, let's just keep an eye on what's happening. Grand Priest continued, but Lord Zeno, Goku could come here as well. He knows about us. He might ask you to fix everything. Zeno explained, that won't happen, Grand Priest. I erased some of Goku's memories. Goku only has the memories I want him to have. Grand Priest understood. I see, Lord Zeno. Then we'll wait until Goku grows up. When he's an adult, it will be easier to explain things to him. Back on Planet Vegeta, the battle between King Cold and Goku began. King Cold was smart enough to know that if Goku could eliminate his son, he could eliminate him too. Not wanting to take any risks, King Cold prepared a massive energy blast capable of destroying the entire planet. Goku observed the attack and realized it could devastate Planet Vegeta. He fired an energy blast at King Cold's hand, causing the tyrant's attack to shoot harmlessly into space. Then Goku charged up a Kamehameha wave to finish King Cold. But King Vegeta intervened, stopping Goku. King Vegeta declared, I've always dreamed of seeing you groveling in my feet, Cold. This Saiyan could eliminate you in 1 second, but since he already killed Frieza, he won't kill you. I will. King Vegeta moved forward to eliminate King Cold, but Cold was cunning. He had decided he wouldn't die alone. He attacked the ground beneath them, causing the entire planet to begin destabilizing and breaking apart. Goku was too far away to react in time. He didn't know how to save the planet or all the Saiyans. The planet was already starting to explode. Back in Zeno's realm, the Grand Priest said, oh no, things have gone wrong again. It looks like I'll have to fix everything. But Zeno stopped him. You don't need to go, Grand Priest. Just relax and watch. Everything will fix itself. King Cold's attack succeeded. Planet Vegeta was completely destroyed. All the Saiyans died. Even Goku couldn't survive the blast. But suddenly, time itself rewound. A destructive energy ball appeared and eliminated King Cold before he could attack the planet. All the Saiyans looked up to see Whis and Beerus floating in the sky. It was the first time most Saiyans had seen them. Beerus spoke irritably. "These people are such fools. That rat nearly destroyed the entire planet. If we hadn't arrived in time, none of them would have survived. Such idiots. Still, I couldn't let this planet be destroyed, not until I meet that Saiyan with God-level power. Once I fight him and defeat him, then I'll destroy this entire planet myself." Goku looked at Beerus and Whis and realized what had happened. "Oh yeah, I should have known it would be you. Who else could do something like this, right, Lord Beerus?" Beerus was surprised. "Who are you? How do you know my name?" Goku explained, "Oh, I've been reborn with my memories and powers. Who should I explain this to? Anyway, Whis, how have you been?" Whis was also confused. This person knew his name too. King Vegeta saw Lord Beerus, knelt before him, and spoke. "Lord Beerus, what brings you here?" He was thinking to himself that this was all they needed right now. Beerus announced, "I came for the Saiyan who possesses God-level power. First, I'll defeat him, then I'll destroy this entire planet. I told Frieza to eliminate you, but he failed." Goku thought, "Oh man, I should have realized I'm in the past. Of course, he's come to battle me because he doesn't know who I am yet. And if he wants to battle me, then I'll certainly oblige." Bardock thought, "I thought that scum Frieza was the most powerful being in this universe, but that scum followed this being's orders. I don't know where his power level ends." Beerus asked, "Which Saiyan possesses God-level power?" Goku stepped forward. "I do, Lord Beerus. I've battled with you once in the future, and if you want to battle again, I'm ready. I'll certainly fight you." Goku increased his power and transformed into Super Saiyan God. His hair turned crimson and divine energy surrounded him. Beerus observed Goku's power and spoke. "You were right. You are the Saiyan who possesses God-level power. I don't know where you got this power from because achieving it is very difficult. Well, get ready for battle." Goku replied confidently, "Absolutely. I love to battle." Whis laughed upon hearing this. "What spirit! I have to admit you have tremendous courage. Very few warriors would say yes to battling a god of destruction. It seems you don't fear godly power." Whis then informed Beerus, "Lord Beerus, I think this Saiyan is telling the truth. I observed the memories inside him, and according to what I see, they're from another dimension. It's quite confusing, but from this Saiyan's memories, it appears he's not from this timeline. He came from another timeline. I don't know how these timelines became connected." Beerus responded, "So, that's it. This Saiyan was telling the truth, but now it doesn't matter whether he's from this timeline or another. I'm going to eliminate him. This race is a headache for the entire universe, and for me especially. They invade other planets without reason and kill the people there. Their deaths are necessary." Bardock called out to Goku, "Kakarot, eliminate this scum. He sent Frieza to destroy our planet. This scum must die." Goku replied, "As you say, Father, if he wants to destroy our planet, then we won't back down either." Goku and Lord Beerus finally prepared for battle. Whis advised all the Saiyans to move far from the battlefield. They could be injured or even killed otherwise. King Vegeta thought to himself, "It's no use. No matter how strong Kakarot becomes, it won't matter. No one can match Lord Beerus's power. We cannot win this battle." The Saiyans said to King Vegeta, "What's this, Your Majesty? Don't you have any faith in your warrior? You should have at least some faith. In my opinion, this is a worthy opponent." The battle commenced. Goku took his fighting stance and charged directly at Beerus. Beerus hadn't expected such speed and power from this small Saiyan, so the hit landed successfully. Beerus then attacked Goku, but Goku dodged and delivered a counterattack. This hit also connected. Beerus smiled. "I have to admit, Saiyan, you have great power. It seems I should use my 2% power." Goku was surprised. "Wait, you were only using 1% power until now?" Suddenly, Beerus rushed at Goku. Goku couldn't keep up with Beerus's speed. Beerus grabbed Goku's head and stated, "Let me tell you the truth. I wasn't even using 1% power. I was just breathing lightly." Beerus slammed Goku into the ground, lifted him up, and hit him again, sending him flying into the rocks. Goku recovered and returned to the battlefield. He had no other option. Goku transformed into Super Saiyan Blue. All the Saiyans stood stunned. They hadn't thought the Saiyan had even more transformations. Beerus was also impressed. "What's this, Saiyan? Another godly transformation? But if you think this transformation will change the result of this battle, you're wrong. The end has come for you, Saiyans. No one can save you. Not you and not this planet." Goku responded defiantly, "I won't give up, Lord Beerus. I'll defeat you." Back in Zeno's realm, Grand Priest observed, "I didn't think Goku would be able to use these transformations with his small body. But Goku needs to understand. With such a small body, he can't handle these transformations for long. He needs to realize this quickly. His small body can't withstand these powers. It will have a terrible impact on his body. His adult body was capable of these powers, but his child body absolutely isn't." Zeno replied, "Don't worry, Grand Priest. Goku knows what he's doing. And besides, if Goku loses, what am I here for? I'll just fix everything, won't I?" Grand Priest responded, "But Lord Zeno, is it right to tamper with the timeline this much? You yourself know we shouldn't interfere with timelines too much." Zeno explained, "Have you forgotten who I am, Grand Priest? I'm the king of everything. I made all these rules and I can break my own rules whenever I wish." Grand Priest acknowledged, "Absolutely, Lord Zeno, you can do that. But you're well aware that too much tampering with timelines shouldn't happen. It could ruin the entire future, create numerous timelines, and destroy entire universes." Zeno responded, "I'm completely aware of this, Grand Priest. Tampering with timelines happens constantly. Some mortal comes along and tampers with the timeline, and I have to erase them. The only difference is that those mortals do it for their own benefit, causing harm to the entire universe. I'm doing this for the entire multiverse. My doing this is necessary for the entire multiverse." The battle between Goku and Lord Beerus continued. Both were exchanging numerous blows and punches. The impact on the planet was terrible. Suddenly, Goku fell to the ground, breathing heavily. He couldn't understand what had just happened. Whis informed Beerus, "Lord Beerus, it seems his body couldn't withstand this amount of power. It's quite strange. This mortal has used these transformations many times before, yet his body gave out so quickly. Well, what can we do? Everything about this mortal is strange." Goku realized his body couldn't handle this amount of power. His body wasn't developed enough yet. He shouldn't have used so much power at once. He also realized he had lost this battle. Beerus spoke. "What's wrong, Saiyan? I've barely used 10% of my power and you've already collapsed. The battle was just getting fun." "Well, this saved time for me. I was wasting time anyway. As I said, when this battle ends, you and your planet will be destroyed by my hands. I have to admit, Saiyan, you had great power. I've seen very few mortals like you, but perhaps you didn't realize the true power of a god of destruction. Farewell, Saiyan." Beerus prepared a destructive energy ball to eliminate the entire planet Vegeta. King Vegeta pleaded, "No, Lord Beerus, please don't do this. We'll become your servants. We'll do whatever you say. We'll give you everything. Please don't eliminate us." Beerus replied coldly, "Now is not the time for all this talk, King. I've made up my mind. After destroying this planet, I'll take a nice long nap. You've wasted my time without reason." Beerus finally unleashed his destructive power toward the planet, but before it could hit, a portal opened. An immense amount of energy emerged from it and erased Beerus's destructive power. Beerus couldn't understand. Who in this entire universe could be a mortal capable of erasing my destructive power? Goku also wanted to see who was inside that portal, which warrior had just saved all the Saiyans' lives. A warrior emerged from the portal and declared, "Stop, Lord Beerus, you cannot do this. I won't let you destroy this planet." Goku looked and saw that the person who had saved the entire planet, who had saved him, was none other than Goku himself. The only difference was that this Goku had come from another timeline, from the future. Beerus demanded, "Now, who are you? You look exactly like them. Anyway, don't waste my time. I'm giving you a chance. Leave here now, or you'll regret it." Future Goku explained, I came from another timeline, from the timeline where you destroyed this planet. Your doing that caused huge problems in the future. That's why I came to stop you. Beerus thought, what's going on here? He was also from another timeline, and this one is too. And this one is telling me I destroyed this planet, when right now the planet is still perfectly intact. I don't know who's tampering with time so much. Was commented, Lord Beerus, he's saying he came from another timeline, the timeline where you destroyed this planet. So it's possible he came from that timeline where Frieza destroyed this planet on your orders. It seems these mortals have tampered with time too much, which has created many timelines, and he came to this timeline to change this timeline's fate. Beerus replied dismissively, you know I don't care about any of this, Whis. What happened in his timeline doesn't concern me, but what he's done interfering with the god of destruction's work, he'll pay for that. I'll destroy him along with this planet. Child Goku thought, so this is me, but from another timeline. But things weren't as bad in my timeline as he's describing. Maybe my killing Frieza created his timeline? Or perhaps for some other reason? It's hard to believe a small change in the past can alter so much in the future. But I don't regret what I did at all. My family is alive, my people are alive, and that's all that matters to me. Future Goku addressed Child Goku. You should have let Frieza destroy this planet. Your killing Frieza has completely ruined the future. It's so ruined you can't even imagine. Future Goku looked at Bardock and Gin, pain in his voice. I'm your son too. I don't want to say all this, but what I'm saying is the truth. I know hearing this causes you pain. Would your son really want you to die? But believe me, what's happening in the future, what the people of the future are suffering, you can't even imagine it. Gina, Bardock and the other Saiyans couldn't understand what was happening. They had accepted that this person was also Goku, but they couldn't comprehend where all these Gokus were coming from or what kind of time loop they were caught in. The only ones who could understand this time loop were Whis, Beerus, and the Gokus themselves. Because they knew the concept of timelines, they knew many timelines existed in one universe. Child Goku asked, but if Frieza was supposed to destroy this planet anyway, why are you saving it? Whether it's Frieza or Beerus, this planet will be destroyed. The result is the same, isn't it? Future Goku replied cryptically, you'll understand this matter with time on your own. Things related to time aren't easy to understand. Time will teach you the concept of time itself. For now, just do one thing. Let what's happening happen. Don't interfere. You've already created a huge problem. Don't create more problems. Child Goku pressed, then what do you want to do? Do you want to eliminate Beerus? As far as I know, you can't do that, and you won't be able to either. So what's your purpose? Future Goku answered, you're absolutely right. I can't defeat Beerus because I'm not capable enough, and even if I were, I still couldn't beat him. Beerus isn't evil, he's a god of destruction. For the universe's welfare, the god of destruction must remain alive. My plan isn't to eliminate him, my purpose is something else. Beerus had been listening to this conversation. He responded, so that's it, Saiyan. You didn't come here to eliminate me, so perhaps you came to stop me. I have to admit, Saiyan, you have brains. You've already admitted you can't defeat a god of destruction, especially a god of destruction like Beerus. But you're also a huge fool for coming to interfere with my work. I really hate it when someone comes between me and my work. I've made up my mind. I'm going to eliminate you along with this planet. You're all going to die today. King Vegeta still couldn't understand what was happening. He began pleading with Beerus again not to destroy Planet Vegeta, but Beerus wasn't listening to anyone. He struck King Vegeta with one hit, knocking him unconscious. Prince Vegeta saw his father lying unconscious on the ground and went crazy, rushing to attack Beerus directly, but Goku intercepted and stopped Vegeta. Goku warned, don't be a fool, Vegeta. Your power is nothing compared to his. Think about it. If he can make your father unconscious with one hit, what will he do to you? You'll die without reason. Vegeta accepted Goku's advice and stepped back. Future Goku told all the Saiyans to move far from the battlefield because tremendous destruction was about to occur. All the Saiyans complied, moving to a safe distance. Future Goku began increasing his power, focusing all his energy. An enormous amount of power surrounded him. Child Goku was surprised by this level of power. It was at a massive level, similar to a god of destruction's power level. But the type of power emanating from future Goku was quite familiar to Beerus. Beerus couldn't believe it. A mortal can reach this level too? A mortal can achieve this technique? Finally, future Goku transformed into mastered Ultra Instinct. Even Beerus was shocked by this power-up. Both Whis and Beerus's respect for this Goku increased tremendously because this Goku was using a technique, using a transformation that even gods couldn't easily master. Child Goku was also amazed by this transformation. For him, it was a new transformation too. He had only reached the Super Saiyan Blue level, and this was far beyond that. Future Goku addressed Beerus. "Get ready, Beerus, for a fair battle." Goku, in his mastered Ultra Instinct form, prepared to battle Beerus. Beerus understood this battle was going to be quite tough, but he had confidence in his power. The battle finally began. Future Goku charged at Beerus. Beerus hadn't expected this level of speed. The hit connected successfully. Beerus quickly recovered and suddenly appeared above Future Goku, about to strike his neck to knock him unconscious. But Future Goku sensed this attack, dodged it, and delivered another hit to Beerus. After taking this hit, Beerus was sent flying into the rocks. Future Goku charged at Beerus again without waiting, but this time Whis intervened and stopped Future Goku's attack. Whis advised, "You two shouldn't battle here. This planet can't withstand attacks of this level. If you both battle like this planet will be destroyed very quickly." Beerus replied angrily, "Shut your nonsense, Whis, and step aside. I'll battle. I need to show this Saiyan what the true power of a god of destruction is. I'm going to crush him like a mosquito." Whis responded, "I apologize, Lord Beerus, but you must listen to me." But obviously Beerus was extremely angry now, so he wasn't going to listen to anyone, not even Whis. They both prepared for battle again. Beerus and future Goku engaged in battle once more. Every single one of their attacks was having a terrible impact on the planet. It looked like Planet Vegeta wouldn't be able to withstand these attacks, just as Whis had said. So far in the battle, the advantage belonged to future Goku. He was dodging all of Beerus's attacks, and whenever he got the chance after dodging, he was delivering counterattacks to Beerus. Beerus was taking quite a few hits. All the Saiyans watching from a distance began to think that perhaps this Saiyan would defeat Lord Beerus, but they had no idea what the true power of a god of destruction was, especially one like Beerus. After taking so many hits from future Goku, Beerus began laughing. "You don't think you're going to beat me, do you, Saiyan? A mortal cannot match a god of destruction. A god of destruction has thousands of years of battle experience, and no mortal can match that battle experience because no mortal can live that long." Future Goku realized Beerus was about to get serious in the battle. Child Goku looked into future Goku's eyes. He was kind of smiling. Goku understood this was all part of future Goku's plan. He was deliberately making Beerus angry. Whis spoke to Lord Beerus again, warning him not to battle because this Saiyan was planning something big. He couldn't be crazy enough to anger a god of destruction and invite his own death, but it was too late now. Beerus was extremely angry and had become serious about the battle. Finally, the battle Beerus had been waiting for a long time was before him. Today, Beerus had the opportunity to fight with his actual potential and show all mortals why a god of destruction rules over the entire universe, what the true power of a god of destruction is. Beerus finally began increasing his power. Upheaval started throughout the entire multiverse. All the nearby planets began shaking. Beerus was about to unleash this amount of power for the first time. Back in Zeno's realm, Grand Priest observed, "As I predicted, Lord Zeno, the god of destruction Beerus will now destroy this planet. He's bringing out his full power. These two battling could destroy the entire universe. Now we both need to go there and fix everything." Zeno replied, "We can't do that, Grand Priest. We already decided we wouldn't interfere in this matter. If we go there, things might get even worse." A Grand Priest insisted, "But Lord Zeno, my doing this had only one purpose, that Goku would survive. But looking at Beerus now, it seems he'll eliminate everyone. If Goku can't survive, our plan will fail. We have no other option." Grand Priest continued, "But Lord Zeno, the Saiyan who came from the future, is also Goku. If you have so much faith in Goku, you should have faith in this Goku too. We should trust this Goku and stay here. Perhaps his intentions are good. Perhaps because of him, the multiverse's welfare will happen. Think about it. Why would any mortal come from the future to battle a god of destruction, knowing they could be killed in this battle? There must be something in his mind that made him come here to battle a god of destruction, putting his life at stake. Don't you think so? Zeno considered this. I understand what you're saying, Grand Priest. We should stay here and trust this Goku. You're absolutely right. He's also Goku. His intentions seem good too. Perhaps what I did wrong, he'll fix it. The battle between future Goku and Beerus continued on Planet Vegeta. Beerus had fully powered up and was now charging at future Goku to attack. But future Goku was ready for this attack. In his mind, he had a plan. Future Goku had learned a secret technique from King Kai that allowed him to trap anyone in a separate dimension. But this technique required an enormous amount of power, so Goku could only use it once. This was the technique Goku was going to use on Beerus. Only one thought ran through Goku's mind. If he failed, everything would end. Beerus came very close to Goku, and Goku used the technique on him. This technique was called Soul Locker. The special thing about this technique was that Goku would use Beerus' own power to trap him in a separate dimension. That's why Goku wanted Beerus to bring out more of his power. But Beerus' vision began to blur. He couldn't understand what was happening. Future Goku said, "Sorry, Beerus, I had no other option." Using his own power, Beerus was now trapped in a separate dimension. All the Saiyans saw that this Saiyan had saved them. King Vegeta knelt before future Goku. Child Goku also went to thank future Goku, but suddenly, future Goku collapsed to the ground. He had used all his power, so he reverted to his base form. Whis commented, "I warned you beforehand, Lord Beerus, not to have this battle. I hope wherever you are, you're safe and sound." After some time, future Goku recovered slightly and said, "My work here is done. Now I can return to my timeline." Child Goku protested, "Wait, you can't leave like this. I have many things to ask you." But before he could finish, Goku noticed that future Goku had already left. Back in Zeno's realm," Grand Priest spoke. "Just as we thought, Lord Zeno, he was also Goku. His intentions were good too. He fixed everything just as we wanted. Everything has happened as we wished." Zeno replied, "Absolutely, Grand Priest. We did the right thing by trusting that Goku. He fixed everything. Now, everything is normal. We'll have to see how things go from here. Now," Grand Priest added, "the matter isn't over yet, Lord Zeno. God of Destruction Beerus is extremely powerful. His power is above all gods. I don't think he'll stay trapped in that dimension for very long. I think he'll come out soon. And because of being trapped in that dimension, his anger will have increased even more than before. His coming out might create an even bigger problem." Zeno responded, "That won't happen, Grand Priest. Don't underestimate the Saiyan's power. Yes, Beerus was trapped due to his own power, but Goku's power had to be equal as well, otherwise that dimension would never have been created." Grand Priest expressed concern, "But still, Lord Zeno, I feel something very bad is going to happen. Something very bad will happen very soon. I hope that doesn't happen." 2 days had passed since Beerus was trapped in that dimension on Planet Vegeta. Vegeta also began training with Goku because he had witnessed Goku's power, and now he needed to become more powerful than Goku. Vegeta realized that until he became a powerful Saiyan, no one would respect him. So, putting his pride aside, Vegeta made the decision to train with a low-class warrior. Bardock watched as his son, a low-class warrior, was training King Vegeta's son. It was a very proud moment for Bardock because he had never thought there would be a day when his son, a low-class warrior, would train the son of King Vegeta. And Bardock began remembering how he and Jean were about to send Kakarot to Earth, but suddenly all this happened, and now Kakarot's status was above all Saiyans. He had become the savior of all Saiyans. Goku trained both Vegeta and Raditz together because he wanted them to become powerful quickly, which would make the Saiyan army even stronger. Goku taught Vegeta and Raditz how to transform into Super Saiyan. Goku instructed Vegeta and Raditz, "Bring out your rage and anger. If you both do this, you'll easily be able to transform into Super Saiyan." But Vegeta and Raditz couldn't transform into Super Saiyan. Goku understood he would need to create a moment for them, a moment that would create tremendous rage, and through that anger they would transform into Super Saiyan. The other Saiyans also approached Goku, asking him to train them. This would make the Saiyan army even more powerful. But Goku refused to train all of them because he knew there might be some Saiyans on the planet who would misuse their power, who would abuse it for their own benefit, which could create huge problems in the future. Time passed, and suddenly one day all the Saiyans looked up at the sky. A crack had appeared there. No one could understand how this crack had formed, because no crack had ever appeared on this planet before. Goku also saw this crack and was shocked because, according to him, something very bad was about to happen. All the Saiyans were staring at the crack. Suddenly, someone emerged from inside it. Goku saw who it was and was completely terrified because the person emerging from this crack was Lord Beerus. The dimension future Goku had created to trap Lord Beerus. Beerus had finally broken through it. Seeing Beerus, all the Saiyans became frightened. Everyone realized their doom had arrived. Beerus declared, "You all didn't think I would never come back, did you? I said before, a mortal cannot defeat a god of destruction." Was also appeared there and spoke, "Lord Beerus, I was waiting for you. I knew you would come out, but I didn't think it would take this long. Waiting here alone was very boring." All the Saiyans began thinking. Whis said he was here, but no one had felt Whis's presence. Not even anyone had seen him. Beerus replied, "I know you were waiting for me, Whis. Sorry, man, it took a bit of time. But don't worry, it won't take any time now. I'll eliminate all these Saiyans in the blink of an eye." King Vegeta saw Beerus and stood stunned because he thought they had gotten rid of Beerus and Frieza, but Beerus had returned, and he had come back with the intention of still killing the Saiyans. King Vegeta pleaded with Lord Beerus, "Lord Beerus, I apologize for all these Saiyans' foolishness. Please don't eliminate us. We'll always follow your command, Lord Beerus." Beerus replied coldly, "Shut your mouth, King. Enough is enough, you Saiyans. No one can save you Saiyans from my hands. And you don't talk too much, or you'll be eliminated first." Goku thought this was bound to happen. The dimension couldn't hold Lord Beerus for very long. I knew this because their power has no limit. No one can match their power. They do whatever they want. And right now, they want to destroy this planet. There's no other option for me. I'll have to battle them, knowing I might not survive this battle. Vegeta declared, "Kakarot, don't worry. I'll also help you in this. Together, we'll eliminate him." Goku protested, "Absolutely not. Your power is nothing compared to his. Even my strength is helpless before him." But Vegeta, not listening to Goku's advice, attacked Lord Beerus anyway. Without any effort, Lord Beerus severely injured Vegeta. Vegeta fell to the ground. Goku said, "I told you, Vegeta, but you're too stubborn. How could I make you understand? No one can do anything to him. He does whatever he wants. Only I can stop him for a little while." King Vegeta saw his son Vegeta lying injured on the ground. He ordered some Saiyans to take Vegeta to a recovery capsule. All the Saiyans were terrified because they all thought this time they would definitely be eliminated. It couldn't keep happening that someone from the future would come and save them every time. This time, Lord Beerus would definitely eliminate them. Goku was thinking, "Perhaps this battle is the last battle of my life, but dying for my people is acceptable to me." With that thought, Goku transformed into Super Saiyan Blue and prepared to battle Beerus. Beerus spoke, "You know you're committing the biggest foolishness, don't you, Saiyan? This battle is going to be the last battle of your life." The scene shifted to the future timeline, where Whis had created a hologram allowing future Goku to watch what was happening in the past. Future Goku saw that Beerus had finally emerged from the dimension he had been trapped in. Future Goku couldn't believe it. "This can't be happening. My hard work has been wasted. Beerus came back from the dimension I created in just a short time. Beerus is truly extremely powerful." The Beerus of the future timeline was also watching the past timeline's Beerus. He began laughing. "I knew I would come out. I mean, my past self. I would need more power to trap me." Future Goku responded, "Why didn't you tell me this when I explained my plan to you, that I was going to the past and what I was going to do?" Beerus replied, "You should have used a little intelligence." What did you think? That I would help you defeat me? I admit I'm not him, but indirectly I am. Whis laughed upon hearing this. I knew you wouldn't change, Lord Beerus, but then tell me, why did you do it? Beerus explained, as long as it doesn't come to this timeline, I don't care about any of these matters. Future Goku declared, it seems I'll have to go back to the past again. The work I left incomplete, this time I'll complete it. I can't let those Saiyans die. I have to save them. Whis responded to this, absolutely not, Goku. I gave you a chance to go once, but I won't give it again because remember, I'm full. I don't need anything to eat now. And besides, you know tampering with the past or traveling to the future is a huge crime. The Grand Priest will scold me because of you. You're not going anywhere. You'll stay right here. Future Goku pleaded, please, Lord Beerus, I'm willing to do anything. Just give me one more chance, one more opportunity to go to the past. But Beerus flatly refused to allow Goku to return. Whis added, I'm sorry, Goku, but this time I also can't help you because I can't go against Lord Beerus's word. Goku understood that this time he probably wouldn't be able to go to the past because he wouldn't get any help from Whis and Beerus. Goku told Whis, contact Bulma and tell her to have Gohan power up his energy. I need to return to Earth. Whis did exactly that. He contacted Bulma, Gohan powered up, and Goku used instant transmission to reach Earth. Goku went to Bulma and said, Bulma, you can build a time machine, right? I want you to build a time machine that can take me to the past. Bulma responded, building such a time machine is practically impossible, Goku. Goku insisted, it's not impossible, Bulma. I've been to the past and I need to go to that same timeline again. My going there is very necessary, otherwise a huge problem would be created. Bulma asked, you went to the past? But when did you go, and how did you go, and why didn't you tell me about this? Forget me, you didn't tell anyone. Goku apologized. I'm sorry, but I had to keep this matter secret. Bulma continued, but still, Goku, building a time machine that can take you to the past is practically impossible. I can build a time machine that can take you to the future, but not to the past. Goku began pleading with Bulma that she had to do this. His going to the past was very necessary. Bulma kept asking why he needed to go to the past, what work had come up. Goku explained, I need to change the timeline. If things continue like this there, it will have a very bad effect on our timeline. Bulma asked, how do you know all this? Goku revealed, the Oracle Fish told me, but Beerus didn't take this matter seriously. Bulma agreed, okay, Goku, I'll help you. But building a time machine that can take us to the past is very difficult. We'll need many rare materials. Bulma asked Goku to bring many materials. Goku found some materials, but he couldn't find others. Goku had to take Shenron's help too, and Shenron told Goku where the remaining materials were. Beerus noticed that someone on Earth had summoned Shenron, but he didn't pay much attention to it because Earth's Shenron's power was quite low. Goku brought all the materials Bulma had requested and gave them to her. Bulma couldn't believe Goku had found so many materials so quickly. Bulma took all the materials and kept working. On one side, Bulma was busy building the time machine on Earth. On the other side, Goku went to Beerus's planet to train with Whis, so he could become more powerful and Beerus and Whis wouldn't be suspicious of him. Back on Planet Vegeta, the battle between Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Beerus began. Super Saiyan Blue Goku tried to land many hits on Beerus, but Beerus dodged all of Goku's hits while delivering numerous counter-hits to him. Goku had no other option. Even after taking so many hits, he continued battling Beerus. Beerus was now getting quite annoyed. He delivered a very powerful hit to Goku, sending him flying backward into the rocks. Even after taking such a heavy impact, Goku got up and continued the battle. Beerus said, you're looking very bad, Saiyan. There's no one on this planet who can stand before me except you, and even you can only stop me. You can't defeat me either. You truly have tremendous courage, battling me alone, unwillingly knowing you're inviting your own death, thinking you'll save all these Saiyans. But today, not one of them is going to survive. Paying no attention to all these words, Goku kept battling Beerus. Beerus also now began taking Goku somewhat seriously. Bardock watched as his son Kakarot was giving his all for his people, for his family. Bardock began feeling very proud because he wanted to help, but he also knew that if he entered the battle he wouldn't survive even one hit. Bardock was extremely angry and frustrated. Jean comforted Bardock. Don't feel like this, Bardock. None of this is happening because of you. If you could help, you would certainly help. Whatever is written in our fate will surely happen. Bardock replied, I am not afraid of dying, believe me, but the thing is, our son Kakarot will also die with us. The very thing we were sending Kakarot away for is going to happen to him. In the battle between Beerus and Goku, Beerus decided the time had come to eliminate Planet Vegeta because he was bored with the battle. He hit Goku, sending him flying backward into the rocks again. Beerus began increasing his power and started creating a destructive energy ball. Goku understood that the end had come for all the Saiyans. Everyone was about to be eliminated now. Beerus finally prepared the destructive energy ball to destroy Planet Vegeta. But in the future timeline, Bulma had finally built the time machine. Even she couldn't believe she had built it so quickly. Bulma informed Goku, the time machine is ready. Goku came, thanked Bulma, sat in the time machine, and began setting it to go back to the past. Back in the past, child Goku noticed a portal opening and realized future Goku was coming again to help them. But suddenly, the portal closed, and no one had emerged from it yet. Goku couldn't understand what had happened. The portal had opened, but no one came out. In the future timeline, the time machine had overloaded and exploded. Future Goku asked Bulma what had happened. Bulma explained, I was afraid of this, Goku. I was afraid it wouldn't work. And it didn't work. Future Goku said, now nothing can be done. You know my going there is very necessary. Bulma apologized. Sorry, Goku, but now nothing can be done. Goku began thinking to himself, this time I can't come to help you. This time you people will have to help yourselves, and I hope you can do it. Back in Zeno's realm, Grand Priest observed, as I predicted, Lord Zeno, God of Destruction, Beerus will now destroy this planet and won't rest. Zeno replied, now there's no way left, Grand Priest. I'll have to do something. Grand Priest asked, what will you do? Zeno explained, Whis is there too, right, Grand Priest? Communicate with him and tell him to stop Beerus and bring him to me. On Planet Vegeta, Beerus unleashed his destructive energy on the planet. It looked like the end had come for all the Saiyans. But suddenly that destructive energy disappeared. No Saiyan could understand who had done this. Everyone's attention went to Whis. All the Saiyans realized Whis must have done it, no one else could. Whis began laughing. Sorry, Lord Beerus, but orders came from above. I couldn't do anything. Beerus responded angrily, who's above me that's giving you orders? You know this is against the rules. I'll complain about you to the Grand Priest. You shouldn't have done this. Suddenly, Whis came up behind Beerus, struck him on the neck, and knocked him unconscious. According to Lord Zeno's orders, Whis began taking Beerus with him to Lord Zeno's palace. All the Saiyans fell into thought. They couldn't understand whether Whis was on their team or Beerus's team. Whis finally left with Beerus. At Lord Zeno's palace, Whis arrived with Beerus. Whis said, Grand Priest, as you instructed the father, I've brought Lord Beerus. But can you tell me what's going on? Grand Priest told Whis, you'll understand on your own, Whis. Grand Priest used some magic which caused Beerus to regain consciousness. Beerus saw he was at Lord Zeno's palace. He couldn't understand who had brought him here. Beerus noticed Lord Zeno and knelt before him. Why was I brought here? Have I made some mistake, Lord Zeno? Grand Priest answered Beerus's question. You've disappointed Lord Zeno, Mr. Beerus. Beerus protested. But, Grand Priest, I haven't done anything. Grand Priest continued, you hate Saiyans, don't you, Mr. Beerus, because they made you angry. But don't you have any compassion for them? You should have at least some compassion. Beerus replied, that race is very bad, Grand Priest. They have no right to live. Grand Priest responded, that's your mistake, Mr. Beerus. Destruction is done in a positive way to maintain balance in the universe, but you were destroying that planet because of your hatred. Beerus said, I understand, Grand Priest. It won't happen again from now on. Zeno warned, if it happens again from now on, remember, you'll be removed from your position. And Beerus assured, I give you my word, Lord Zeno. It absolutely won't happen again from now on. Many years passed. Goku had also become an adult. He had mastered Ultra Instinct. Vegeta and Raditz had also grown considerably. All three had achieved Super Saiyan God. King Vegeta passed away from a disease. Now a decision had to be made about who would become the next king of the planet. Vegeta thought that the king's son should become king. So, in his mind, he was the one who would become the next king. But Vegeta was informed he couldn't become the next king. Before his death, King Vegeta had said the next king should be Kakarot, because Kakarot had saved all the Saiyans from Frieza. But Vegeta didn't accept this decision. All the Saiyans' opinions were taken, and they were asked who should become the next king. All the Saiyans said Kakarot should become king. Reluctantly, Vegeta had to accept this decision. Goku didn't care at all about this position. But respecting all the Saiyans' wishes, he accepted this position. The biggest advantage of this position for him was that whatever he wanted to eat would come to him. The command of the entire Saiyan army came into Goku's hands. Goku's most powerful warriors were Vegeta, Bardock, and Raditz, because all three possessed godly power. After Goku became king, some changes came to Planet Vegeta. The first change was that all Saiyans would be treated equally. No one would be called upper class or lower class Saiyans. Everyone would be treated equally. All the Saiyans really liked this decision. Kakarot's status increased even more in their eyes. They began to think they had made absolutely the right decision by making Kakarot king. One day, Goku was learning more about King Vegeta's affairs when he suddenly learned about a Saiyan named Broly, who King Vegeta had sent to Planet Vampa. Goku said, "Tell me more about this Saiyan." Goku was told that Broly had tremendous power. He was completely different from other Saiyans. No one could measure his power. King Vegeta feared this, that his power would surpass King Vegeta's. That's why he sent the Saiyan to Planet Vampa. Goku declared, "This Saiyan is very important for our army. He'll make our army even more powerful. We'll go to that planet to include Broly in our army. Start preparing to go." The story we've covered ends here because TBS Theory hasn't created the next part yet, so I cannot continue this story until the next part of this saga is released. For now, we'll have to consider this story complete at this point. This was the complete English narration of Dragon Ball Goku Reborn, a tale of second chances, altered timelines, and the indomitable spirit of the Saiyan race. From Goku's impossible rebirth as an infant, with his adult memories and powers, to his struggles against Frieza, King Cold, and even the god of destruction Beerus himself, this story reimagined the Dragon Ball universe in ways never seen before. We witnessed Goku save Planet Vegeta from destruction, prevent the extinction of the Saiyan race, and ultimately become their king. We saw how even the smallest changes in the past created ripples that affected entire timelines, and how future Goku desperately tried to fix the consequences of these changes. The journey showed us that power alone isn't enough. Wisdom, sacrifice, and the courage to make impossible choices define a true hero. Goku proved this again and again, whether as a child battling tyrants far beyond his years or facing gods who could erase him from existence. And now, with Broly on the horizon and new adventures awaiting, the Saiyan race stands stronger than ever before, ready to face whatever challenges the universe throws at them.